Shout out to the fam. Welcome to another edition of the Sleepmoney.Live official pre-power call. I am your host, Mr. Sleep Money. And I have to start the show today with with gratitude. I want to thank the Believers Huddle for allowing me to. I want to thank the Believers Huddle for helping to create a platform that can get me back centered on the task at hand. You know, anytime, I mean, for those that don't really know me like that, let me say that my spirit is heavily vexed and moved when I see my people under attack. For those that don't know, there was 10 people killed in Buffalo, New York in a mass shooting by a by a 18-year-old white supremacist beast who actually filmed the entire event on Amazon-owned Twitch. He live streamed it as he pulled up to the Tops supermarket and got out of his vehicle and randomly began to shoot and kill innocent people out in the grocery store to shop. So I just wanted to give thanks to Brother Eric Teray Muhammad, a true revolutionary in a long line of service to the community, service to our people, specifically. And I know I do notice how, you know, profile pictures don't change when Black people die. It's barely a blip on the screen. I was reading through my news feed on Twitter, and you can just see the different spirits. You know, we look at left wing, white America. They read the 180-page manifesto written by this 18-year-old devil, and they pick out that he is anti-Semitic and transphobic. My question would immediately have to be, how many people were killed because they were Jewish or trans or gay? How many trans and Jewish and gay people shop at Tops supermarket, of which this devil drove 3 hours with a Bushmaster assault rifle to hunt and kill? So let me thank Brother Eric Teray Muhammad's huddle again for helping to get me centered, because I'm always I'm thrown off when I see the oppression of the beast and the ignoring of the majority of America. How you are more concerned with dogs than you are with Black people. Heavily vexed, but I must, in the words of my mentor, Dr. Tyrone Best, I must keep the main thing the main thing. I must keep pushing forward because we have a vision, we have a legacy to build. The only way that we can change the condition of our people is to change the condition of our thoughts. The only way we can make sustainable, relevant, impactful change is by building our wealth, educating our community on how to do the same. There was a post that I made yesterday that was from Zig Ziglar, who said that you can have anything in your life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And I'm vexed this morning, and I'm just built like that. So if you get to know me, and I know I may, this broadcast might make you uncomfortable, but everybody can live their truth, even if it's a lie. But when it comes down to mourning and being grieved for Black people, that seems to be somewhat of a faux pas, or it seems to be somewhat strange, or we're not supposed to be grieved. And when these types of things happen, I can't help but to see many of you, your disregard for the destruction of our people, and will be promoting and focused on the joining unto the wicked. So again, I thank the huddle, and let me get my pistol on the screen immediately before this get ugly. And I need my Febo, man. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? I already know I need my accountability partner, man. I need my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I mean? I would have just hit him up, but we were all on the call this morning, much respect, man. I just appreciate the platform, man. I never had this type of environment before. I've never been around this kind of community, man. I've never been, I wasn't taught to temper, you know what I mean, to just, Dr. Best, I hear you. You know what I mean? I'm staying disciplined. I'm staying focused, man. But my spirit just get vexed, Doc. I mean, I don't want to embarrass you. You know what I mean? I don't want to make you look bad, man, because you just so thorough, man. But boy,
but man, I'm smiling, man, because you learn to smile in a time like this, man. And it's not because I'm happy about what's happening, because unfortunately, things like this have to happen, man. But it's time for us to put a mirror up to the iniquitous acts of this country, bro. And see, and that's where you get these people on these large platforms. They won't do that. They won't take that position. And see now, and I think this is a good time now to have a real educated discussion, and we talk about the pathology of this type of people that are capable of conjuring up this kind of evil. And unfortunately, this stuff was passed down, man. It's passed down, it's taught. Right? But no one wants to talk about that. Okay, so because they, white America is notorious for picking and prodding and asking people and dissecting people and saying, what makes you tick? What makes you tick? What makes you tick? Okay, so now I got a question. What is wrong with y'all? Who gave you the right to do that? Who made you the authority on all the information? Who told you that you can just keep on telling lies? Who told you that? Who told you to create a system like this? Who told you to turn a blind eye to it? And why do you think your life, because the color of your skin, makes you more valuable than anybody else? Let's start asking some fundamental questions. Because you can't back it up. And see, I ought to punch in your jeans, but I ain't gonna do that right now on this platform. I'm talking about GENES.
Okay,
but I ain't gonna do that.
And let's not forget that, you know, we see the outpouring of love from America to the tune of $16.8 billion to $33 to $40 billion to another $800 million of compassion for the Ukrainians. And the 18-year-old shooter donned a symbol of the black sun. Now, the black sun, the irony of that is that a black sun has no light. The symbology is used in the logo of the Nazi Ukrainian Azov, A-Z-O-V, please Google this, battalion, which is a neo-Nazi military battalion in Ukraine. The irony that he would don this symbol to kill black people. There is no coincidence when it coincides. And I see the right wing. Oh, well, they should have, you know, less strict gun laws in New York. Or the left wing. Well, he was anti-Semitic and transphobic. And let's please keep in mind that there is only one white racist in America today. Because, of course, the banks for redlining aren't racist.
Right.
And, of course, the American government for Jim Crow is not a racist regime. Of course not. Mm-hmm. Of course, our forefathers that donned the side of Mount Rushmore are not racists.
Right.
For owning slaves.
How about that?
Of course not. Of course, the NFL is not racist for disenfranchising all black ownership. Of course not. After 40 years of being classified as a nonprofit organization and paying no taxes, of course, that's not racist. For only having a couple of black coaches, it's not racist in any way. So I'm on one this morning.
Hey, we should be on one, man. And then again, it's another wake-up call. You see, it's another wake-up call. And how many times these people got to tell us that they don't rock with us like that? How many times they got to show us? It's been done through politically. It's been done through the legal faction of this country. And the showing has been done financially. And now it's all out assault on our minds and our bodies. Do you understand this?
I mean, what happened to the prayer? We was just praying for Ukraine. So what happened to the prayer for black people?
How about that?
Where is the outpouring sentiment for those that lost loved ones? There was a 72-year-old sister that was shot down who was known for every year feeding the homeless at Central Park. Can anybody tell us their names? I'm looking for prayer requests from the same people that I saw prayer requests for the Ukraine. Man, man, listen.
Hey man, but again, that's on us, bro. We got to galvanize together because it takes economics to fund your politics, man. And we can sing and dance all we want to, but that ain't gonna work. And we already know the black church ain't gonna do nothing.
You already know, but collect
So we already know
money.
their position. They ain't gonna do
800
nothing.
billion in 10 years, man.
Come on, so we know they ain't gonna do
Listen,
nothing.
where is the money? And where are you?
Right.
Where are you? When our people die, where are you?
Come on, bro.
It's
because
embarrassing, man.
Together. Come on, man. We got to build together. It's economics, bro. It's economics. Until we galvanize together and understand that, that's why wealth builders worldwide is so powerful. That's why it's so needed, because it's filling the void. You know, we don't have a direct funnel from the talented 10, as quote unquote WB Du Bois say, of how we build wealth, man. How we create a educational pipeline to where the common people have the knowledge to build wealth. That's the power of GS Partners. That's the power of the blockchain. That's the power of working with your brother. That's the power of community and mentorship, all the things we've been telling you, because this stuff ain't gonna stop until we hit them where it hurt. And only thing white America understand is fiat funny money. You take away that, baby. You hit them in the gut with that fiat funny money, we start to pull out, come out of her, my children.
Man.
Be not partakers of her iniquities and her sins.
Come on, man. I'm talking about a 12-year-old baby is playing in the park with a fake gun, man. The cops pull up and within seconds shoot him dead. Come on, Mr. Act on American soil, for all we concerned. That is a threat. He should be put down immediately. Yeah, we got Young Thug with the RICO Act, but we never seen the Klan under the RICO Act. How about that? It's just bewildering, man. And you know, and so often, in order to be in the same spaces as my people, I got to just act like it ain't going on, man, because it makes people uncomfortable. Right. Your allegiance, man. You can't form your allegiance with a failing system. You can't do that, and then expect for the God that you say you worship to help you, especially now you got a way out. And like I said, we're gonna keep this thing the main thing, because all it's doing is confirming what me and brother been telling you. And if we don't band together collectively, then this stuff going. It's gonna keep happening. How much has happened since George Floyd? It's on the ledger, right? And so the iniquitous acts happened a long time ago. They are losing control because they are losing control. Do you understand that? And everything, the whole focus of this 180-page manifesto was about replacement theology, meaning that whites are not having the birth rate that they're supposed to be having. Go to the book, The Birth Dearth, that was explained by Miss Jane Elliott. The Birth Dearth explains that whites in 2050 will no longer be the majority. Right. That is what an 18-year-old had in his mind, to go and kill black people in a black area in Buffalo, New York, where he knew they didn't have any guns. Now, wait a minute. He knows that the hoods of Chicago, you always bringing up Chicago, right? So why he ain't go to a hood in Chicago and shoot black folk? Do you understand where this is going? Do you understand what a virus to humanity this type of thinking is, man? Mm-hmm. And do you understand it was perpetuated from up top? And the people from up top don't get a pay. Do y'all understand this? That this is learned behavior? Something that is continuously being passed down? Do you understand this? Something that is bombarding our subconscious?
by way of media. Do you understand this? And frequencies. Do you really get what's going on? You are under attack.
Listen, man, my apologies.
Facets.
My apologies, but we are first under attack right here, man.
Absolutely.
Because we've just grown so callous. You know, I had a brother to give me an explanation. He said, you know, we so desensitized, right? Because of how the media covers things. He said, you know, you'll see a plane crash and 100 people die. You'll be like, wow, that's like, man, that's a lot of people to die. And another plane crash and 3 people die. You like, oh man, wow. Just flip right by it. Why? Yep. Because you desensitized. You understand what I'm saying? That's the same thing about, you know, the critical race theory. They found a way to package up the history of our people in this country and the oppression of theirs to ours, package it up in something, call it critical race theory. Well, first of all, it happened. So it's not a theory. Do you understand the essence of the word theory?
Right. And then the wordplay.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Man. That's his story. You see what I'm saying? And that's the stuff that's the stuff that will stop.
Man.
Because this time, and for those of us who really have a clear foresight and insight of the scriptures that really understand this day has been coming. So we should be rejoicing.
Believe it.
Because it's unfolding right before our eyes.
Absolutely.
I promise you that.
Absolutely.
But your love for the evil one, because you fear the devil and you don't trust God.
Absolutely.
And the devil came to your front door in the form of COVID. And man told you to shut your doors down. But yet still, you say you want to hold on to the 23rd Psalm. You help me make that make sense now. Because you say this is what you believe. I'm talking to you now, black folk. And until we get together and build wealth, which means that we need a massive overhaul of our thinking, you got to come to grips with you love the devil.
Man, because you
got to come to grips with that.
Because if you hate the Most High laws, you got to understand who you love.
Hey, man.
I mean, it just flat out, man. You know, much love, honor, and respect, man. I just, you know, I had to go into that, man, and I've got to impress upon you, man. We have to do things together, man. Do you understand that being disconnected is no power? Do you understand that?
Right.
When you are disconnected, it's no power, fam.
At all. And remember, we were talking about that, bro, this weekend. We were just talking about how we want to guide the show. You know, talking about having more compassion, being more compassionate, not being so edgy. But then stuff like this come, man. I believe the Father put it like this right here because he know we ain't scared to speak the truth, man. You know what I mean? And so this stuff right here gonna stir our spirit up, brother. But at the same time, we got to use our mind and start asking the right questions to know. These talking heads gonna get on TV and ask white America the right questions.
That's right, man.
I want you to prove to me, Newsweek, the image of Jesus that you put up there. Prove to me where they say that's Jesus now. But see, you have to, you know, since you want to check everybody else's source, you want to fact check everybody else.
I mean, right. You fact check.
So you play the fact checking game.
Where the fact checking at?
Come on. And Black Church, how come you don't ask these folks? Yeah, I'm gonna put my foot on your neck, Black Church.
Why don't you say anything?
Anything.
You're quiet. You're silent. Where are you now?
Silent. And you let them people perpetuate that image, and you won't even say nothing. And you want to say you love Christ.
Come on, man.
And you let them folk defame the way Christ look, and you won't say nothing. Because ain't nobody gonna come and look at my grandma's picture and draw one of them little mustaches on it, like they do in the cartoon, and defame my grandma.
That's right.
And I say I love my grandma, but you ain't gonna do that.
That's right, man.
Come on, man.
And the irony,
time out, man.
The irony that we stood right outside of the house that you grew up in your childhood, bro. Like, oh my goodness, man. And you were able to look over at it and say, oh, I'm gonna buy that house. Buy them 3 houses right now.
Exactly. Don't
Come
get
on, man.
this year.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, ain't nobody playing no game, man. So this is the most fabulous opportunity. This opportunity is designed for us. It really is.
Indeed.
Because we have no other recourse.
Absolutely.
Because everything that we've done hasn't worked.
Absolutely.
So shout out again to Dr. Ty Best for allowing us to step inside your dream. It was so big. His dream was so big that it could house 40,000 people. Understand this.
Woo!
I know that heavy.
Woo!
His dream was so big that it could house 40,000 people.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And support all of their dreams.
Absolutely.
And support all of their shortcomings.
Right.
You see that? You come on now.
Right.
You got to understand the level of individuals that we are dealing with, that we're being mentored by.
Absolutely.
And it's keep growing every day. And you got the opportunity. Y'all think it's over here all about somebody want to scam you or you don't trust it, everything. And this is what you got to trust. This is what you're going to continue to put your trust on. So let's talk about the dollar bill. It's only ran on the trust of the American people.
That's it.
And the rest of the world.
That's it.
It has no value.
Absolutely. And
it only goes down over time. It does not have a propensity to go up at all.
That's right.
So let's really talk. It only goes down. The elevator only goes down. Cannot go up at all. And then we say you take some of that cash, and move it over into an asset that has the opportunity and the potential and the propensity and the high probability in our case to go up.
And if you don't understand what an asset is, let's just go back to hand sanitizer. An asset is anything that people use that is scarce. Do you understand that? That has a limit to its production and people use it. Hand sanitizer 5 years ago is just hand sanitizer. But during the pandemic, hand sanitizer was gold. And guess what? What if they just would have said, you know what? I don't want to take the dollar for hand sanitizer no more. Now you're going to have to use the G999 crypto coin to get your hand sanitizer. Guess what you would have done? You would have registered for free. You'd have paid your $33 so that you would have had some G999 hand sanitizer. Woo! I know that hurt.
Oh!
So all we're trying to do, man, is to wake you up to what's going on.
That's it.
Learn about fractional reserve banking. Learn about acquiring an asset. If you have a house and your house depreciates in value, are you going to sell your house? Because I had somebody that asked me the other day, well, it looked like Bitcoin crashing. I said, well, I wouldn't call a coin that started at less than a penny and is now trading at 28, 29,000 per coin as a crash. I'd actually say that the American monetary system, the private banking system, the centralized banking system, it looks to be crashing much more. When you look at returning 0.70% on, 2 million, 3 million that's in the bank, your money is dying. It can't even outpace inflation. Inflation is 6 to 7%, the highest in history, properly calculated. So what does that mean? That means that while your money sits in the account and only earns you 70 cents APY, it is losing 7% every year. It is eroding without you doing anything. Look, Ma, no hands.
It hurt now.
All I'm trying to tell you is, guess what? When you sit and you put your head down in a hole in the ground, your butt is still exposed. Do you understand that?
Hey,
do you
get off
understand
their neck,
your
Miss Sleepmoney.
rejection?
Hey,
You just reject knowledge. You say, oh, well, I don't like the messenger, or he too loud, or I don't like his hat, or I don't like what he talking about. And he just be, there's something about him. And so guess what you do? You ignore the message.
Woo, woo.
But guess what? That fire still coming. Because you can't get away from the truth. That is what the 18-year-old was dealing with. Is that 2 + 2 = 4.
Right.
No matter how many lies your daddy told you, or your grandmama told you, or how many lies y'all done lived, you still got to deal with the truth. Would you please give us the quote from Winston Churchill, sir?
The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it. Ignorance may deride it. But in the end, there it is.
There it is, family.
That is. That's it. That is absolutely it, man. So wake up, y'all. We got opportunities over here. We got answers. You know what I mean? Because what we're doing is that we're taking your mind out of the solution, that solvent that is crystallized on your mind in the form of a coat or a rock of mediocrity. You know what I mean? Get rid of that, man. Come out of that, bro. Like, again, pull up a chair, shut your mouth, humble yourself, and learn from those who know. We have already extracted $70 million out of this dying system because we are going to close the wealth gap.
Come on, man.
You see, we listen to the Rothschild.
Come on.
They say, give me control of the money. I care not who make your law. See, that doesn't just apply to them. That's a good philosophy.
And wait. And the irony that the 18-year-old had a problem with free markets and cryptocurrency. See, what you don't understand is that the blockchain itself is built on a trust protocol. So when the scripture speaks of with the spirit of his mouth, that's truth. And the brightness of his coming, that is truth. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Hey, man.
It means you're on notice.
You're on notice.
Babylon is falling.
The day of reckoning is here, man.
It's here, man.
The day of reckoning is here. You are no longer trending on God's universal social media.
They can't shoot the blockchain.
You ain't trending no more, man.
You can't shoot the blockchain. You can't shoot crypto. So you cannot like it. Why don't you like it? Because the playing field is now level. We're back to peer-to-peer transactions. We're back to personal control of our assets. Much love, honor, and respect. Salute to the chairman of the board, Joseph Hite, for creating a platform.
For humanity.
A platform that gives us the opportunity to build generational wealth and educate our loved ones to do the same, man. Shout out to the family, man. Much love, honor, and respect. Sleepmoney.Live. Stay with me, TikTok. Y'all know how we rock, man. You know, TikTok, I take y'all out backstage and everything, man. TikTok, I take y'all backstage, fam. They go see what these folk on, man. Let's see if these folk on the right thing.
Recording in progress.
Is designed to address the wealth gap, family. Time is now.
Bull markets are a fun, exciting, wild ride. Why? Because when cryptocurrencies hit all-time highs, that means everything to be mindful of is during market drops and recessions is when the biggest wealth transfers occur. Why is it so? Well, people get emotional and let their emotions drive their investment decisions. And one of the most powerful emotions that leads to the worst investment decisions is fear. Fear of missing out on opportunities and fear of losing our hard-earned money. So when there is a significant drop in the market or when a recession ushers in, people get scared, they panic, and sell their positions. And in order for a sell in the market to occur, there needs to be a willing buyer. Mass sell-offs from fear-stricken people transfers wealth to brave buyers. But if you think about it, are buyers during bear markets actually brave? Or are they just pragmatic? Consider these two salient and very accurate facts that have been proven time and time again. 1. In bear markets, we accumulate more for less versus bull markets where we accumulate less for more. And 2. Bear markets always come to an end. They don't last forever. It may feel like forever because they can be quite boring for most people, but bear markets eventually turn into bull markets. So the best way to avoid emotional decision making is 1, by adopting a wealth mindset, and 2, implementing a proven strategy and sticking to it no matter what. So first, let's talk about mindset. When markets tank and people get scared, logic and facts go out the window. And as crazy as it sounds, facts and logic aren't a part of the mindset we need to adopt to achieve and maintain wealth. Beliefs create and drive our mindsets. In fact, depending on what we all believe will either keep us where we are or help us get to where we want to go, become who we want to be, and ultimately create the life we want to live. And I actually dive more deeply into beliefs we need to adopt for success as crypto investors in another video, which you should check out after this video by clicking on the link above. To stay focused on our topic at hand, we will touch on 5 powerful beliefs we can adopt, embrace, and use to create financial freedom. Belief 1. Crypto is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We all need to recognize and accept that this is absolutely our unique once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to generate and accumulate potentially massive amounts of wealth in an unusually short period of time. This is our modern-day .com era in the midst of a near post-COVID economy. It's our chance to invest in the upcoming FANG or Mang stocks, which are the Facebooks, now Metas, Amazons, Apples, Netflixes, Googles of the future before they skyrocketed. Belief 2. Fiat is a failing economic experiment. In the US, especially through the COVID pandemic, we've all seen that those closest to the money printers get the money. The rest trickles down from there. Politicians in the US government don't work for us. They work for corporations. And fiat systems are one of the main reasons we have such a radical gap between lower and middle class people and the wealthy elite. So it's important to understand that fiat systems are a failed economic system for the mass majority of humans on the planet, as it only serves a small elite group of people. Belief 3. We are still early. So many of us feel like we missed the boat or are late to the game, when in reality, we are just getting started. There are tons of people that still have never heard of Bitcoin, blockchain, or cryptocurrencies. Literally, people are crying about getting in so late, while we've only achieved Atari Pong-like gaming experiences on the blockchain compared to the immersive virtual reality, augmented reality, and metaverses yet to come. We are closer to crawling out of primordial ooze with tails and half-baked lungs than we are to upright conscious human beings in terms of development right now. This technology and its use cases are still very new, and there is still a massive amount of unrealized value that will come to fruition over time. So accept and embrace that we are still early and we're all gonna make it, fam. Belief 4, crypto is the key to financial freedom. This is probably the most powerful belief any of us can adopt, embrace, and use to create financial freedom in our lives. A perfect storm of events has coalesced and given everyone who has the desire, motivation, and patience to achieve financial freedom in this new emerging market. And remember, like I said earlier, although all of these are facts, people don't operate off of facts as passionately or completely as they operate off of beliefs. Belief 5, consistent investing practices is key to success. During times when the markets take a nosedive, Some people that had great positions sold due to FUD or fear, uncertainty, and doubt. At the end of the day, the markets absolutely operate based on manipulation and human feelings. So if you're going to be successful as a crypto investor, you need to adopt and consistently follow an investment strategy. Which brings us to the second best way we can avoid emotional decision making during a bear market: implementing a proven strategy and sticking to it no matter what. What's worked well for most people that have experienced success in crypto investing is by adopting the DCA investment strategy, which stands for dollar cost averaging. What is dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging is when over a long period of time, you are consistently investing in Bitcoin regardless of the price. And what happens is you decrease your exposure to the price volatility. As a crypto investor, I suggest figuring out which projects you want to invest in for the long term, decide an amount you want to allocate, and the frequency with which you are going to invest, and stick to it. It could be $10 per day, $1,000 per month, or whatever works for you. Just remember, in crypto investing, consistent investing practices are the key to success. Decide on an investment strategy and be consistent in its execution. What's great is a lot of crypto exchanges let you decide an amount of crypto and the frequency you want to buy it, so you can automate your new dollar cost averaging strategy without having to take time out of your day or week to actually do it. And if you'd like to see my list of recommended exchanges, make sure to scroll down to the description area below to access the correct and official sites, which also come with some sign-up rewards and bonuses, so be sure to check them out. Cool. So now let's check out some historical price data from the most recent bear and bull cycles and compare the results of implementing a DCA or dollar cost averaging strategy of $10 per day, which works out to about $300 per month during the bear versus bull market. The last crypto bear market started in January of 2018 and lasted until around September of 2020. Investing $10 in crypto per day during this time period would have resulted in a total investment of about $10,040. The current bull market started around October 2020, and though we've had choppy sideways movement the past few months, we are still experiencing some higher highs and lower lows, so there hasn't been any clear indication of a flip to a bear market yet. Investing $10 in crypto per day during this time period would have resulted in a total investment of about $5,730. Sweet. So I pulled historical price data for both time periods to compare gains for Bitcoin versus Ethereum and versus Doge. Using the price data, I calculated the total amount of each crypto a $10 investment would have gotten you at its specific price on that particular day for each separate time period, the bear versus the bull cycle. Then I calculated what the value of the total amount of the crypto you would have accumulated during the time period equates to today. Let's start with Bitcoin. If you had bought $10 worth of Bitcoin every day from October 1st, 2020 through this week during this bull cycle, you would have accumulated about 0.1676 Bitcoin, which at the time of this video is worth $6,478. So from your total investment over that time period of $5,730, you would have made $748, which works out to about a 13% gain. Now, if you had bought $10 worth of Bitcoin every day from January 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2020 during the last bear market, you would have accumulated about 1.4235 Bitcoin, which at the time of this video is worth $55,021. So from your total investment over that time period of $10,040, you would have made $44,981, which works out to about a 448% gain. Amazing. So you can already see the vast difference a market cycle can make when investing a steady amount over time. And just to show you the difference between Bitcoin, the most mature cryptocurrency with the largest market cap and most price stability, let's look at how a steady investment in the second largest crypto by market cap, Ethereum, compares, as well as a substantially smaller, extremely risky meme coin, Dogecoin, compares. So, if you had bought $10 worth of Ethereum every day from October 1st, 2020 through this week during this bull cycle, you would have accumulated about 3.8907 Ether, which at the time of this video is worth $11,151. So from your total investment over that time period of $5,730, you would have made $5,421, which works out to about a 95% gain. Cool. Now, if you had bought $10 worth of Ether every day from January 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2020, during the last bear market, you would have accumulated about 46.4043 ETH, which at the time of this video is worth $133,001. So from your total investment over that time period of $10,040, you would have made $122,961, which works out to about a 1,225% gain. Incredible. Finally, let's check out Dogecoin. If you had bought $10 worth of Dogecoin every day from October 1st, 2020 through this week during this bull cycle, you would have accumulated about 366,684 Doge, which at the time of this video is worth $52,166. So from your total investment over that time period of $5,730, you would have made $46,436, which works out to about an 810% gain. Cool. Now, if you had bought $10 worth of Dogecoin every day from January 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2020, during the last bear market, you would have accumulated about 5,410,138 Doge, which at the time of this video is worth $769,679. So from your total investment over that time period of $10,040, you would have made $759,729, which works out to about a 7,566% gain. Unbelievable. Now that we know the mindset shift that needs to take place and a simple proven strategy we can implement during bear cycles to accumulate and compound wealth, let's talk about one of the best advantages of bear markets that most people completely miss out on. In bear markets, people get scared, they sell, and they ultimately get bored and turn their attention elsewhere, sometimes for good, or sometimes until the next bull cycle. All the media hype dies down. All your crypto chats go quiet. Some project development slows or comes to a halt altogether. The whole crypto space just hunkers down for the winter. Yes, it sounds hopeless and unfortunate, but bear markets are actually gifts that most of us won't recognize or bother to redeem. Here's the deal. Bear markets give us time to build without distractions and accumulate more wealth at a much lower cost. I started this channel 5 years ago, right before the last crazy bull run, when Bitcoin went from around $2,000 all the way to $20,000 in a few short months. Shortly following that was the bear market we discussed earlier from around January 2018 to September 2020. It was during those 2 short years that admittedly did seem like forever and pretty boring in the space compared to the exciting bull run, that I was able to use that downtime to build sources of active and passive income, which allowed me to increase the amount of money I could dollar cost average into crypto positions, and also build my knowledge in the space to create more content, establish a brand, grow my crypto network, both online and offline. These efforts ultimately allowed me to reach and surpass my goal of becoming a millionaire by 30, by becoming a multi-millionaire by 28. And I by no means had a lot of money to work with during that time. So if I can do it, we can all do it. There are actions I took during that time that contributed to the success, and there are more simple, easy things I could have easily done as well that would have had a multiplier effect that I am personally implementing right now to brave future bear markets. So now let's go over 3 amazing opportunities we can take advantage of to fully optimize our chance to become a millionaire in a bear market. 1. Active income. Active income is how most people make money. This is your job, your career, maybe your 9 to 5, or a business that you started and actively operate. Side hustles you perform for extra income. Your second job, your weekend gig, a hobby you've monetized like creating and selling art, consulting services, etc. Active income includes actions that earn you income that take up your time, energy, and attention. Bear markets are a great time to assess your active income streams and either optimize existing ones, add additional ones, or subtract ones that take too much time and aren't very lucrative. Personally, at the time, my active income sources included working full-time as a financial manager at a law firm. And when the bear market hit, I added more active income sources by building some software applications for lawyers, selling products on Amazon, doing jury consulting services, providing search engine optimization services, creating YouTube content for this channel, and building my brand in the crypto space. So to increase your ability to accumulate more crypto for less this bear cycle, assess and optimize your active income streams with the goal of increasing the amount of money you are able to dollar cost average into the market over time. Nice. 2, passive income. Passive income involves earning money from sources that don't require your active participation, time, or energy. This can include real estate rental income, stock dividends, royalties, mining rewards, interest, etc. So in a bear market, assess any existing passive income streams to see if you can optimize them, and look for other ways to generate more passive income. When the last bear market hit, I wrote and sold books about search engine optimization, increased affiliate marketing efforts, set up Brave rewards with Brave browser, started staking my NEO holdings, started cloud mining, and transitioned into a non-active role in a brick and mortar business I had started back in 2014, which was a paintball field. And this is a category I could have optimized a lot more during the last bear market, and where I have substantially beefed up my passive income game for future bear markets. So
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mighty Monday Power Call. It is a pleasure to be here and to see you, Dr. David Hollins.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, family. Well, I tell you what, Crypto Casey had a lot going on right there, and I hope you took some great notes. And of course, we look forward to chatting about that here in a little bit. But it is a pleasure to introduce any new members that may be with us, maybe even some guests that say, hey, I want to jump in and see what you guys are doing. Well, I want to say welcome to you. This is one of those things that we do Monday through Saturday as a power call to really jumpstart your day, jumpstart your business. And we have motivational, inspirational, entertaining at times, different things to help you to get going. So I'm Dr. Rhonda Hollins, and that's my husband, Dr. David there, and we are your hosts for today. So we want to welcome you. We are full-time in this industry and just excited to be connected to some amazing people that you'll be hearing from, some of them here in a little bit, and just companies that have all of our well-being at heart, okay? As you can see, I've got a very nice view there. I'm almost as tall as the Burj Khalifa. How about that? In my background, and just excited about a previous trip here that you may be hearing some of that energy from all of us as well. But it is a pleasure to have you here with us today. And what we want to do at this point is just kind of have you type your name in the chat. And we want to welcome you because we're very glad that you are here. There's my little kids there seeing each other for the first time, right? In a long time. And sometimes it feels like that with wealth builders, even from day to day, because we are so happy to connect with each other. So what you do is type your name in the chat, and my family of moderators are going to help me say good morning to you. All right, who do we have in the house?
Robert Hill is here.
Nixon is in
Gail
the
White's
house.
in the
Brother Eric
house.
Ray Muhammad.
Fulton's
Dr.
here.
Robert.
Bernard
David
Jackson.
Smith,
Good morning, guys.
Sam Washington,
Eric
Nate
Williams.
Hines. Nate
Williams,
Hines.
Robert,
Matthew
Is
Kelly's
there.
in the house. Good morning,
Stephanie
Hill,
Hill.
Pop
Samantha
in.
Bass.
Joanne's
here.
Jocelyn
Good
Burrell.
morning. Good morning, sir.
Lee Bibb,
Lizzie
Bill
Bird.
Gold,
Jackson's in the
Brady
house.
Fulton
Colton
Meyer.
Smith,
Always on
White's
fire.
Bruce Shaw,
Jude.
Norman Brown.
Natasha Mays is here.
Matthew Taylor,
Yes,
Sylvia
let's
Those
Clark.
two
Todd
giants on the
Davidson,
platform
Colette
this
Burrell
week.
is in the house.
Dr.
Mr.
Tupac,
Deb Shaw. Hello,
Mary
Miss
Brown is
Shaw.
on board.
Dr. Lakeisha McKnight,
Let's go.
Connector on
Brady.
board is
Good
in the
morning,
house. Hello, good morning, moderator.
Dr. David and Dr. Rhonda.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good to see you guys, and so glad to have you here. And again, we're just excited about Another opportunity, another day in the world of wealth builders. And for those that are new with us, I just want to share with you what our mission is. Of course, you know, a powerful team like this has a powerful mission, and it is simply to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services, but we sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. And we sell people on never giving up because we know that this is a noble cause. So, you know, you are more than welcome to be a part of what we're doing here and to be a part of our mission. And it is definitely changing lives all over the world. So let's get to that recap. That pre-call video. And, you know, it just sticks out to me to think about a young lady like that had an amazing background working in a law firm and, you know, doing a lot of things, but she stepped out, right? And actually became a multi-millionaire at age 28. Actually, the goal was 30. And I didn't even know that about her before this video. But I knew she was on to some things, just listening to her energy and the site and the fact that she had made a lot of money in this crypto space. So Dr. David, I'll let you break some of that down, and thank you for finding that amazing video.
Good morning, everybody. Well, first of all, Dr. Ronald, thank you for another great morning. We're back and excited to be here. We're not in Dubai this morning. We're back home finally. Boy, that was a trip. But anyway, 120,000, 120K. Okay, but what am I talking about here? Casey was talking about a bear market. And you know, you only got the cyclical markets always like this, up and down. You know, you call it the bull, you call it the bear. And as long as everything's on a run, everybody want to jump in. You know, I remember when that Bitcoin was climbing and climbing, everybody was chasing after that Bitcoin when it went all the way to what, $60,000. Everybody want to jump in. But when we go to a bear market, then they start doing this and everybody want to jump out. How do I know that? I just happen to have one of the affiliates with a person I know here that came to me and said this, Dr. Holland, I want to hide my Bitcoin. I want to pull it out because I know the market's getting ready to go down. It's already on the trend. I want to pull it. So that fear kicked in, fear and panic. That's called panic buying, panic selling, people. That is not the time. And you can't hide Bitcoin. You can't hide stocks. It's going to do what it's going to do. But here's the key. And some of the things she said, I got a few notes, didn't want to forget it. Millionaires are made. There's more millionaires made during a bear market than ever before. You got more millionaires being made when the market is going to a down cycle than it is when it's going to an up cycle. That's a surprise to people. Why did I say that? Because she said a few key words, and I've known these over the years from being in the financial services industry. She said DCA, dollar cost averaging. That was one. Here's another one. Risk tolerance. Where is your risk? You don't put anything in that you can't afford to lose. Remember, you can't give financial advice out here. During the market dip, guys, people panic. They want to get out. You want to get in. And here's another one. Education. I want to call it fintechs. Fintechs, what is that? That's combining the education, which you should be learning right now, getting more information you can while this new technology is doing what it's going to do. Technology is going to do what it's going to do. You can't change it. But the key is you can change your mindset. You can get an education about what's going on. And that education, that's it. Guys, crypto, this is our chance. And she said it best, and I can only concur with that. This is a once in a lifetime buying, or not buying, let me say opportunity for you to become a millionaire, for you to become financially free. And by plugging into what we're doing, we got so much going on right now. I can't even begin to even get into it. I just use my talents. But there's so much out there that you guys are going to find out later, Dr. Rhonda. And I know you got some more you want to add about those 5 points and talk about. I'll let you cover that, Dr. Rhonda. But thank you for allowing me to share this morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. It's time to move. It's time. Hey, it's all in now. Feet's in, all in. Let's
all
go.
in. That's right. And these are just a couple of the key pieces that she mentioned right there, right? Belief. And that's just what we talk about here at Wealth Builders. And we've been working Monday through Saturday, power calls, presentations to help drive the mindset. That's a lot. You know, remember decades of everything that we've been introduced to and working from in that old system, it's just there. You know, we do it by habit, but the mindset of where we're going today takes time, and we do have to adopt a wealthy mindset. So it takes a little bit of time. That's why we say be patient, but understand it's an educational process. But the biggest thing that she just said is about this being a once in a lifetime opportunity. So that means in all of our lives here, we're seeing something that, you know, our kids may not see. We're seeing something that our parents and grandparents never saw, right? So we have that opportunity to literally change the world. So what are we willing to do? You know, we've got to implement strategies. We've got to connect with other like-minded individuals. That's why we have leaders here. We have incredible leaders that rise to the top when new products come out. You know, I hope you guys didn't miss Sunday night's training last night, because that was just an amazing example of that. So all of this is really for our benefit. So we don't have to worry about wrapping our heads around it, understanding how it is, but just stepping out on faith and taking the appropriate steps. One thing that she had mentioned, that she was talking about being consistent with investment practices. And this is certainly not financial advice, but just imagine this: if you had $50 that you wanted to put in a savings account every week, or every time you got paid, what if that ended up being a $50 or higher Metaverse certificate?
$49 package or something.
A certificate that you know has some stuff, passive income trails behind it, right? So those are the type of things that she's talking about in this bear market, is to reassess where you are. And I like what she talked about in terms of active income, where you're putting your time and your energy. And sometimes in our business, it feels like we're putting a lot of time, a lot of energy, but that's what we need to do to create the active income. And if you build a business that way, that's active income that comes in, commissions, right? That you can turn around and, don't want to use that word, but invest, if you will, in yourself for more passive income. And I think sometimes it's easy to get off track because there's so much stuff going on. But if you take what she just said, these easy steps, understanding it's easy, being patient with yourself, and understanding you didn't have to understand how all of this works to be able to buy a Metaverse certificate. How about that?
Yeah, Dr. Ron, the last thing I want to make one more comment here. She was saying about it's the key of education. During this time, ladies and gentlemen, learn all you can, plug into as much as you can, because that's the only way you're going to learn is by staying plugged in. That's the key. Plug in, plug in. But here's the thing: a bear market, regardless of all these, I tell you, you might be down the valley today, but guess what? They're always in. So by this coin being down, maybe the other market being down, but a lot of these altcoins, some of our project maybe doing what? Doing this. Get in now, ladies and gentlemen.
Buy low. Isn't that the signal? Buy low.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're not trying to sell anything, but we can buy low.
No, we're not buying. We just telling people, hey, this is the time to do something about your life.
That's right.
Back to you, Dr. Ron.
There you go. So, you know, I had a conversation with a team member, and she recognized that buy low. She says that means that I can actually buy quite a few of my monthly memberships while the Bitcoin is low. I said, yes, that's a good way of thinking about it, so that you can have all that set up and ready to go, not wanting to miss any of those monthly benefits from not being a member. So yes, indeed, Miss Casey, thank you for all of that, those little tidbits. And just excited to be a part of all of this like this. And I want to introduce to any new members or any guests that may be with us, a couple that certainly stepped out on faith, is consistent and committed to the charge, and is there for everybody. That's all that I can tell you about this amazing couple. They've operated very well in the old system, and they realized the new system was better for them and their children's children. So therefore, they left that stuff behind. Members of the GS Partners Council, Leadership Council, full-time in this industry, and free individuals in America today. That's the key word right there, free. What does freedom look like for you? So with that, I would like this individual to share what freedom perhaps looks like. And that is none other than Mr. Michael Dalco. My pleasure, sir. The floor is yours.
Good morning, Dr. Rhonda, and good morning, Dr. David. Great to see you guys again.
Morning.
Hey, next time we see each other, it'll be on another yacht, maybe in the Gulf of Mexico when you guys, that's my yacht partners right there. So I'm excited to be on the call with you today, filled with financial information, and we expect nothing less than from those two doctors. Thank you very much for bringing me in. Dr. Rhonda, I had a couple of things I wanted to say, but then you sent me down a path when you asked about that freedom. So I'll give you an example of freedom. So yesterday was Sunday, and of course, and Monisha and I decided we would put our agenda together for Monday. Well, if you're paying attention, you already see what freedom looks like. Because on Sunday, we're deciding what do you want to do on Monday. Notice what we didn't do. We didn't say, well, after we get home from work, we will ... We decided Sunday, what do we need to do? Well, while we were out Sunday, we got some kind of piece of metal in our tires. And so we decided we would get up super early before anybody else got to the tire store and get some new tires on the truck. So we were parked out there at 7:30 in the morning. And I was the first one in line, ordered my tires, left the truck there. She trailed me in our car. And I'm home right now on the power call with Dr. Rhonda, Dr. David. I'm going to be doing the presentation at 12 noon. I've got a council meeting at 12 noon. So I've got to have my council meeting on my cell phone while I'm doing the presentation at 12, about 15 to 20 minutes. Invite everybody to that presentation. It's going to be fire. We're releasing the new products. After I finish that presentation, I don't know, maybe I'll take a nap, or, I'll finish the meeting with the council. And then after that, we'll go pick up our truck. And then after that, we'll figure out dinner. And after that, I'll probably be doing the 9 o'clock presentation, and we'll do a Q&A at 10, and I'll go to bed, or I'll go work out. Or see, folks, it's not about the money. See, nothing that I said right there, I didn't say money at all. I just said things that I need to do and take care of. Now, they all involve money. I've got to pay for the tires. I've got to have the liberty to not have to go and punch a clock and still pay my bills. But the point is, you'll do whatever you need to do legally, ethically, and morally to attain freedom. Don't make it about what it's not about. It's not about money. It's not about being the best network in the world. It's about achieving a level of financial independence from the status quo. And Crypto Casey was really breaking it down to us today, which brings me to my conversation on that. So there's some, I'm reticent to use this word luck, but there's some luck involved. There's some timing involved. Things have to come together, and they don't always work. But here's the fact. You got to be in there swinging, because if you're not in there swinging, nothing's going to work in your favor. If your whole plan is go to work, punch a clock, clock out, go home, go to church, go to sleep, go to work, clock in, work, clock out. If that's your plan, you're guaranteed to never, ever achieve any semblance of freedom. You must be in there swinging. You've got to be taking a shot. You've got to be making calls, building your business, acquiring assets, because something's going to work. And here's my last statement. The more you are in there swinging, the luckier you seem to get. See, I think the definition of luck has been misconstrued. Luck is just when opportunity and timing just kind of come together for you. I've been doing the same thing since 1993. It took to 2014 for it to finally materialize. It may not take you that long. It might take you longer, but let's all do this exercise together today. Now, this exercise is going to be extremely depressing. I'll just tell you that right up front. It's going to be extremely depressing. And my hope is that it'll make you get super serious about every single moment you spend on this earth. Y'all ready? Everybody ready? Type yes in the chat room. Let's do this thing together. All right, here we go. We're going to give each of us 100 years on this earth. So type in the number 100 in your calculator. Type in 100. All right. Subtract that by how old you are right now. So I'm 58 this year. So I'm going to subtract that by 58. That leaves 42 years. If I live to be 100, I got 42 years. That sounds a lot like a lot. Multiply 42 years by the number of months, 12 months in a year. So 42 times 12. Your number times 12. Go ahead and type that in. Well, that just already depressed me. I've got 504 months. All right, multiply that by 30. We're using Gregorian calendar. You got a little bit more than that, but as I have 15,120 days left. I almost started crying just now. If every day was $1, I've got $15,120 left. I messed myself up just now. When you go to work every day and you give 8 hours to someone that you're never going to get back, you've been doing that for 5, 10, 20 years, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know, you see right now that you will never hit freedom. Look at those days, 28,000, 21,000. And this day is half done. So Jermaine is 21,599. 22,000, Darren, you got 21,999. These days are winding up. I calculated my papa, he's 86. He's got 5,000 days to get to 100. 5,000 days is 4,999 tomorrow. You don't have time to give away days. And when you work in a job, you're literally giving away days because it's not designed to give you any days of freedom. Look at Miller's days, less than 10,000, Miller. So how serious now are we going to get? There's an ancient text that says, teach me, O Lord, to number my days. We just did that exercise this morning. Come on, y'all, let's go. Back to you, Dr. Rhonda.
That is so deep. I'm stuck with pen in hand and calculator. That's amazing. I can see the jaws dropping virtually.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. That is a fact. So what do you want to do with your days? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Dalco. That's powerful. That is certainly powerful. Phew. In the words of our beloved Rodney. All righty. And for those members, hey, everyone. Miss Connector on board, did you need to jump in now?
No, I'll wait for after Mr. Best. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. So with this, we'd like to introduce to you, those that may be new members with us, the founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, the one that empowered all of us to dream bigger and dream really better than we've ever dreamt before. We thought we had some dreams, but I tell you what, this gentleman and his entire family showed us how to do that on another schedule and on a whole nother level, rather. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you the author of the Dream Chaser Manifesto and the gentleman that is, you know, just a blessing to all of us. And he proves that in the peaks and the valleys, from the hospital room to the beach, wherever he happens to be, that message is the same, and that is about consistency. So my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Ty Best. You have the floor, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Rhonda Hollins and Dr. David Hollins.
Good morning, sir.
Man, let me tell you something. That pre-call, I am a poster child for her message. Go back and hear it again, folks. I am a complete poster child for her message. But what I've done was an easier route, because I've heard you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Put yourself in the room with smart people. Well, see, folks, we're in the room with Joseph Haidt and Alexander Coaching-Dahl and Derek Zollman, all those folks who are getting this great big planet and the opportunity in forms of trillions of dollars. And all we got to do is say, then Joseph created this coin, G99. He must be serious about where he wants to take this coin. Joseph created this coin, this Swiss coin. Joseph created this Lydian Stater. Then wait a minute. I didn't have to do and go through the learning curve she's gone through to teach herself all this stuff. She's a teenager to 28. Now, that's not an admonishment. That's an acknowledgement of how powerful is there if you want to go get it. But here, wait a minute now. Here, you don't have to become her. You got to pay your $35 every month. Educate yourself at a pace you want to be educated at. Share with everybody 98.6 and breathing. And then do what? Acquire non-fungible tokens, acquire mining certificates, get your DeFi set up, save your money. The billionaire brains like Joseph Haidt and Alexander Kolchenov and all those billionaire brains over there in Europe and Dubai, they've already figured out the project for us. We ain't got to figure that out. They've already figured out, hey, we'll just, man, don't worry about the dry spell or Bitcoin there at 30,000, went to 28, then back up to 30, and it was at 40. Man, don't even get caught up in all of that. I have not paid any attention to any of that in the last 16 months. All I've done is what those gentlemen recommend. And I listened to Mr. Delco 4 or 5 years ago. He said, save for the next opportunity. Don't save for a rainy day. And so when the opportunity came along to accumulate digital assets, I massively did. I haven't worried about the coin went up, the coin went down. I haven't even thought about the coin in that way. I see the coin as an asset sitting there to be utilized when I need it. And then, wait a minute. And then we got a program where she's out there. She's talking about creating non-active income so she can do what? Acquire her average cost averaging Bitcoin, whatever she's doing. We don't have to do any of that. We earn this every day. Man, take this thing away from me. I'm sitting lying in bed, my toes are wiggling. I'm sitting saying, man, she's talking about our business. But she don't know our business exists. The people have to figure out how much Bitcoin should I get? How much Ethereum should I get? How much Tether should I own? Wait a minute, should I get some of these other coins? Should I get some of the other coins? You can if that's what you want to do. But you don't have to do it. All you got to do is do what? Pay your $33 every month. Plug into the video training stuff they send every month. Plug into the system. And then be in for not this week. Be in for the long haul. Back to you, Dr. David House. Man, you and Mr. Delco, and you, Dr. David, you guys turned this thing out this morning. It is that simple. That's how simple Joseph Haidt has made it for all of us to become multi-millionaires. I got more assets. I hate to keep talking about me because it sounds like I'm bragging. Here's the brag. I saw it December 1, year and a half ago. I stepped out on faith and I did what they recommend. That's my brag. And now I'm sitting there going, I earn 20,000 G99 every day. I could less what it does in the back market. If it's 4/10 of a penny, 2/10 of a penny, I earn it every day. And at some point, I know those billionaires are planning on having to go to 10 cents, 25 cents to $1. I'm not caught up in when it takes. The longer it takes to happen, the more coin I get to accumulate.
Yes, sir.
Man, back to you guys. I'm just, man, that video right there just laid me out. Make me not want to get out of bed today.
You don't have to.
Right.
Yeah, that is it.
I'm like,
all right.
Look,
Thank you, Dr. Best.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've learned from them. Put that, as Wendell Osborne said, put them dollars to work. I can't no lazy money hang around me. Put them dollars to work.
That's right. We want working crypto, working dollars. That's exactly right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Dr. Best.
Absolutely. Connector on board. I'd like to switch it over to you.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
morning.
Good morning to the Hollands. Yes.
Morning.
Great to hear your voice, Mr. Best, on the call, and to my sponsor, Mr. Michael Dalco. I just subtracted 6 months from that total because I'm, 7 months older than you. But look, being in this space with Wealth Builders Worldwide for 8 years and some months now has really taught me strategies to not get overwhelmed, because Crypto Christie, or whatever her name was.
Casey.
Christy, yeah, her.
Crypto Casey, that's it.
My years would be shortened if I did everything Crypto Casey did. But kudos to her and everyone who is doing that. But there's 3 major strategies that I've learned through just being plugged in with Wealth Builders Worldwide over the 8 years period to not get overwhelmed and just all discombobulated. And the goals and strategies that I have learned, the short-term goal is take advantage of the opportunity / product with a deadline and focus there. Because you have a deadline. You have a short period of time to accomplish that goal. And that's what you really need to focus on at that time period. The long-term goal is to prepare the next steps to take advantage of the next opportunity or products that's coming. What Mr. Best just said, put away something for what's coming. And the lifetime goal is to pay my $33 and tell as many people that I possibly can and duplicating them by plugging them into the system. Now, my short-term and my long-term goal is also, it also requires me to plug in the system to learn and earn. Back to you.
Woo! There you go, dropping the mic, Sherry Brown.
Oh,
That's exactly it. Short-term, long-term, and lifetime goal. I love
yes,
that.
yes.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. Here's another little tidbit, and we're going to open it up for our leaders in just a little bit, but take a look at this, listen at this video.
Today's video is brought to you by Endel.
How much is it? Like, I'm going to ask that question, whether it matters or not. It doesn't matter where I get in my life. I don't think I'm ever going to be free of how much was that? Because when I grew up, you had to know what things cost. Money it's a terrifying thing because it's the one thing in life that everybody gets money. It's the one place where everybody gets it, and now what do? And I could lose it now. So it's a terrifying concept, like power. You know, very few of us ever get any kind of influence or power, right? Once you get it, you're like, hey, what do I do with this? Am I going to do the right things with it? And so I think people withhold themselves because we're not educated about money. We don't know where it comes from. We have a lot of misinformation about it. Our parents terrified us. You know, money doesn't grow on trees. Save your money, it'll save you. All these things our parents told us because they were enamored or encumbered with the same kind of liabilities around money. Right. I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to keep it. The worst part that we're all at is I don't know how to invest it. Some people get good at getting it. Very few, actually. Fewer people at keeping it. My dad died when I was 10. So he paid all his debt off, had everything paid. And so that's all I had, right? Everybody around me was like, get money, keep it, don't use it, you know, but you should invest. But nobody ever learns that third one. And so I think we're just a bunch of people walking around terrified of this appearancy of it's scarce, and it's not. And you know, it's not, there's nothing scarce about it. This is what I did for 25 years, from 25 to 51 years old. Spent my most valuable asset, time, to get money, terrified every second of every day. That's really what's driven me the whole time, was terror. When you don't know, you're gonna be scared. So I'm going out to get money. I won't spend any of it because I'm terrified if I can't, I don't know how to get more. I'm worried I can't keep getting more. So then I'd get the money and then I'd rush off and spend my most valuable asset, time, again to bring it to the bank. Still today, man, it's tough for me to buy blue jeans if they're not on sale. I'm like, this is stupid, man. Like, well, I'm just gonna wait. Right. You know? So you know what I'm saying? But it's really stupid that I even worry about it. Right. And I'm not saying on the come up, I think you should worry about it. Right. But there needs to be where you can turn that switch off. Well, I think number one is there's a bigger problem with hoarding in this country than there is with spenders. What we hear is all the spenders. Oh my God, you know, he did this and he's overspending. But really you have more of a hoarding issue than you have a spender issue. I think people err more on saving and not knowing how to use money. So what the advice I would give people is like, I would just assume that everything you know about money is incorrect, so that you can actually have a clean board to operate from. Because if you go out right now and try to stack new information, financial literacy on top of, you know, a toxic foundation, it's all going to get all. That's why when I tell people don't go buy a house, everybody freaks out. They're like, that can't be right. That can't be right. Why? Because that's what you've been told to buy a house your whole life. Because the banks want you to buy a house. Now, everybody just heard that's going to say, I just saw you buy a house in Malibu. I can do anything I want now. Here comes the arrogance. So, but I mean, I'm in a position now, like if I want to buy that house in Malibu, I can. But on the come up, buying a house is not what you should do. You should, one, I would scrape off that you don't know anything. Two, I would invest everything you can in you. It's tax deductible. You never lose it. The person's personal appreciation will always be bigger than any other asset class.
I love that.
Bitcoin can't match it. Real estate can't match it. My personal asset appreciation will always, it is infinite. You know, who knows? I could be the next male Oprah, or somebody watching could be the next Rock or whatever, right? Like that. What is that appreciation value? It's straight up. So the first thing people should invest money in, even use debt on, is their personal improvement. Number one, invest in yourself. Number two, I would invest in your business. Whatever your business is or your department, your division is. The first 30 years of my career, I didn't own a company, but I did invest in my department. Even though I worked for a company. I had a secretary. I didn't have the company pay for my secretary. I paid for that. I wanted her to work for me. And so invest in yourself, you know, like invest in yourself, then invest in your business or your department, your skill set. If it's your company, then invest in your company, even down to zero. Like I wouldn't keep money around. I wouldn't save for a rainy day. I wouldn't have an emergency account because you don't need it. What you need hustle. You need other people's money. You need to go knock on another door, make another contact. You don't need reserves of money. So what you need is cash flow. So by making investments, that's the third. And other things that don't require my skill set. So that would be the third piece of advice, is start investing in real assets. That cash flow can appreciate. Three, that provide tax shelters. And if you look at those three criteria, Bitcoin doesn't cover it. Stocks probably don't cover it. Gambling doesn't. That one, gold doesn't, silver doesn't, real estate.
NFTs don't,
NFTs don't, because they don't cash flow. But the most important thing is that people need to you gotta know that if you live in America and you're having a money problem, it is not because you're stupid. And it's not because you're lazy. It's because you have the wrong information. If you got $1,000, I would just keep investing in yourself until you got another 1,000, and then invest in yourself. Now you got 2,000 invested in. You go. You should start making money faster. At some point, you should start every time you make an investment in yourself. If I put fuel in my car, it's supposed to take me 5 days. So what do you do with $1,000, right? I think you just got to keep investing in you until now I'm making $3,000. Okay, boom, reinvest all that again. But what we do is we start taking it off the table. I think people just need to get on that cycle of okay, I'm gonna keep repeating this activity. I'm gonna reinvest some money in myself, go to the workshop or whatever. Monday, I gotta be hustling again. Until, okay, now I got $4,000. Okay, now I got $5,000. Now the income's starting to pick up. Income has to pick up. The income should be an indication that whatever you're learning is helping you.
That's interesting.
I started studying, hey, what do all these successful people have in common? Whether it was the mattress dealer, the car dealer, the furniture dealer, or Elon Musk, they spend money, man. They spend money. They spend a lot of money. And they don't worry about money the way I was worried about it. They used money, They used it. They didn't save it. They didn't hoard money. And the greatest companies on this planet today, the ones that have some of these companies have lost money for 25 years. Look at Amazon.
Yeah.
Reinvest. So when I quit studying individuals and started studying people, everything shifted for me. When I quit trying to be when I quit worrying about what Bob was doing or Pete or whoever, and started saying, hey man, what is this big company doing? Because that also relieved me of being competitive with this guy, Pete, and started saying, okay, I'm gonna go do what Coca-Cola does.
There you go. There you go. How about that? All right, leaders, let's get in line. I know you like that tidbit right there. What is it about? Investing in, what did he say? Three things. Personal assets, investing in your business, and the other one was real assets. That's all.
Generate that cash flow.
And generating cash flow. So you know what to do. Jump in the queue here, and we've got a few minutes to get as many as we can in. And we'd love to hear from you. So let's see who we have ready to go to get us jump started here. All right. Dr. Ty Best, your hand is raised. Any comments from you, sir? Or was that from previous?
Okay, my hand is up. I raised it, I put it back down. But I want to say this, folks. This is how powerful wealth builders worldwide. What's one of the first books we recommend? The Richest Man in Babylon. What did it say? Pay yourself first. Now I went through 50 years of my life, almost 60, and never paid me first. Well, I made a lot of money, did stuff with the money, had fun with it, saved some of it, saved for a rainy day, saved the stash to carry me through 6 months, or whatever I did. But it was not ever in my brain to accumulate these assets that will spin off money that will create a lifestyle. I didn't quite understand that. I was over 60 years old. And I've been serious about making money since I was born. I got real serious about it at 20 years old when they allowed me to enter the free enterprise system for $135. And so the first person first joined Wealth Builders Worldwide, the first bit of information you hear all the time say what? Pay yourself first. Regardless of where the money comes from, you got to discipline yourself to say, man, let me take that 10% off the top and pay me. And you got to do it the next week and the following month and the next month. And folks, it won't take long. All of a sudden, a year go by, 2 years go by, you go, wait a minute, what have I done? And the assets that they'll be building so fast, you just running trying to keep up. Okay? And so we're right there on the money. And people don't have what we have, a $33 decision. Let's go. And we're going to teach you from there. And all you do is plug in and follow the leader, incredible leaders like Dr. Rhonda and Dr. David. Okay? And just plug into what we're doing. And give give yourself and your team time to succeed. Stop trying to flip a cord back. Oh, this I wanted to add. This is why I really plugged in. Just to get back to what you just said, Dr. Rhonda. You understand, almost every nurse or doctor I talk to the hospital on Bitcoin.
Wow.
I just asked more blank, you heard of Bitcoin yet? You got Bitcoin? They're going to hear my financial advisor told me to get some. Then I paused. And what'd you do now? I don't know. He just told me be prepared to sell it any moment.
Wow.
Still playing the buy and flip game. I'm talking from the nurse to my heart surgeons. They all own Bitcoin, have no idea what it's for, have no idea long-term benefits. They bought it because their financial advisor told them to buy it. So they set up a little crypto.com account or whatever, and they went and bought some Bitcoin. They're just sitting back there in a wallet. They ain't even looked at it 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Panic. I got like 20 phone calls in the last 5 days. People said, Town, what you think it was happening in the marketplace? I just share the program every day with other people. And then I go back there and look and see how many Lydian mining certificates I have, where they got to be placed, and how many countries I'm a citizen in, how much coin I earned that day. That's pretty much all I do. I don't pay attention to what the media is saying because I understand that guy who's reading that teleprompter, he don't know about Bitcoin. He might own $100,000 worth. He don't have a clue what he even owns. He's in his financial portfolio somewhere, just stuck with a bunch of other stuff he owned. And then when his financial advisor called one day and said, all your money's gone. No, I trusted you to take care of our money. Mistake one. We're empowering people to be their own bank. Back to you, Dr. Rhonda, man, you got me fired up this morning. I mean, I don't like to do on my left side of the brain, get all analytical with you. But I made a statement on the call earlier today. I said, Wealth Builders Worldwide, you don't think we have an impact? We've taught millions of people all over the world to save at least $60 to $70 million over the last 6 months at an average return of 4.8% on their money. And when I make this statement that many of you are millionaires right now, you don't even know it, I'm telling you, relax. Trust that that Harold Sykes Joseph, that Joseph Height has a vision for where we're going. Alexander Coach has a vision for where we're going, and all we got to do is plug in and follow the lead. And all those things we've been accumulating for the past year and a half, it's going to exceed our expectation and blow our mind. My mind is blown every day. I go to my back office. I go to the Lydian World. My mind is blown. I go look at my website. My mind is blown. They said Bitcoin is down. I could care less about that. I earn Bitcoin every day. Build your network. Priority one. Hey, we're interested in turning $33 into over $50,000 a year. Asking that question everywhere you go all day. Make the main thing the main thing. Get back with the people that been around for a while to discuss mining certificate and non-fungible tokens and they got this citizenship in all the different countries. Great. I'm gonna get back with them. And I'm gonna be dead on target about recruiting new people and make that the main thing because I'm thoroughly convinced no matter what anybody says, the person with the biggest team gonna make the most money. And the person with the most educated team is gonna make the most money. So it's two things gotta take place there. You gotta build your team and you still gotta educate them as to what's going on. And teach them to relax on what they call this lean market. As Robert Kiyosaki said, he pulling a brink truck or back up about all the Bitcoin he can right now. Because the Bitcoin is so interrelated in this entire trillion-dollar, multi-trillion economy now. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. So all we do is sit around and wait it out. Man, back to you, Dr. Reynolds. I'm gonna be quiet. Do not call on me. I'm not gonna raise my hand anymore today.
Yes, sir. We got you. And ooh for those comments.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next leader, we're going to squeeze everybody in here in the next 5 minutes. You are live. Welcome to the floor, Minister of Fun.
Those two doctors, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir, we can.
Not financial advice, just my opinion. If you want to Selah, pause, wait, do that when you're spending. Speed is loved by the wealthy and finances. Passive residual income. All the FMBs, I see everything y'all doing. Miss Cece Mahone, by the way, thank you for my gift all the way in Dubai. That was so sweet of you. All the leadership, all the moderators, thank you for everything you do. Ah-ooh, and ah-ooh.
Ooh. Thank you, sir, for chiming in this morning. A pleasure to see you and hear you. Thank you so much. Next leader, you are live. Miss Deb Nixon.
Grand Rising, beautiful Doctors Hollins. What an amazing program you brought for us today. Just think a week ago, we did it live from the studios of Dubai.
Yes, and thank you for being part of the live audience.
It was so fun. We had a great time. What an amazing adventure. But today's program really showed us the versatility of cryptocurrency. And so many are afraid to step up as a leader because they don't quite understand it. I don't understand it all. Dr. Best tells us all the time he don't understand it all. But it takes that education. Now we understand why Joseph Haidt stresses the need for us to take 2-3 hours a day and educate ourselves in this digital asset space. I don't know about y'all, but I'm on that 90-day run and I'm up for the challenge, Coach Dalco. And tonight at 6:30, we have a leadership call. Anyone that's ready to take that leadership to the next level and use the Dr. Lakeisha McKnight's information from last night, and get them sheets printed out ahead of time and be ready. We are on the way to our 90-day run. So family, you don't know it all, but at the end of the 90 days, you're going to know you did something good. And I'm ready to go. Let's go, doctors. I will have an amazing day.
Thank you, Miss Deb Nixon. That's it. 90-day run. Let's go, everyone. Let's go. All right. Next leader, you are live, Miss Malta Meyer.
Whoa, those two doctors, you went in with this. Listen, by this business, I study people. My business is people. I'm a network marketing professional. When they went over, what's her name? Crypto Casey went over active income. That was right on point because I'm studying these people and I realized our people have no idea what passive income is. I saw a person directly ask, what in your opinion is the best way to make passive income? And she got very few response, but those that did were giving her active income responses. They were saying side gigs, side jobs, cleaning services, walking people's dogs, so on and so forth. And I just want you to know that, as Mr. Dalco illustrated, every moment that you breathe you're taking from your main asset, which is yourself. When Dr. Best says, pay yourself first, he's saying, you got to put something in the pot. Now, the name of the game here is to collect wealth. We have collections. Some of us have collected cars, shoes. We've compounded that every day, once a month, once a week. We go out and we buy this particular item, make that wealth, okay? And in a bear market, in a bull market, if you're into shoes, you've been buying shoes when your wages weren't coming in the way that they usually do, and you buying when your wages, when you get your income taxes back, you buy even more shoes. Let's stop doing it with the shoes and start doing it with the assets. I'm not a financial advisor either. I'm just saying a minimal commitment of Sunday night training, Monday morning power calls, you will begin to collect wealth of abundance, which includes knowledge and wisdom and the platform into financial realms. Thank you for those two doctors. Back over to you.
Thank you, Malta. And that is the truth. Redirecting our mindset as to what we are thinking about and shifting, because we can create some passive income. We just got to shift what we're collecting and compounding. Thank you so much for those words. Next leader, Mr. Kerry Banks, you are live. Welcome. You have to unmute, sir. Mr. Kerry Banks, see if you can hit the unmute. If not, if you can jump back in, that'd be great. Love to hear you.
Hello, this is Kerry Banks.
There we go. We got you.
Hello, Ophelia and I enjoyed the Dubai trip. Got a chance to experience for the first time meeting our CEO of the company in Dubai, and those two doctors. We got a chance to travel with them and to experience that they are our dear friends, and also to spend time with Michael Delco and Monisha Delco. And got a chance to meet Al Murray and Nate Hines and all those wonderful people that we have been hearing and seeing on the Zoom presentation programs. In other words, I just want to let you know that, man, we are with the best organization that we could ever be with. In the words of my grandmother, Melissa Banks, they're just sweet people. They're sweet people. Love them, love them, love them, appreciate it. They're great leaders, people of integrity and character. And Ophelia and I are excited to be a part of this organization. Thank you.
Thank you for chiming in, and it was our pleasure to be hanging out with you, and we appreciate you being there and know that you certainly had a great time as well. Thanks for chiming in this morning. Mr. Mark Hammonds, you are live. Looks like we'll be able to squeeze everyone in here.
Greetings to these two amazing doctors. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome, sir. Good to hear your voice.
Thank you. Likewise, this is an amazing call. This is a master class. I encourage everybody to go back and listen to this again because there's so many jewels packed in this. Quick thing also, we're not financial advisors. We just teach financial common sense. I'm out.
Come on now. That's a good one right there. I like that. Changing our common sense. There we go. Ashad Ali, you are live. Welcome. Have to unmute. Ashad Ali. Ashad Ali. Okay. I'm sorry. We'll have to have you jump in another time. All righty. Miss Debbie Shaw, you are live. Welcome.
Good morning, Dr. David and Dr. Rhonda.
Good morning.
Yes, it was amazing being in Dubai with you all and being a participant in your live audience. That was amazing. I've never done that before. Enjoyed it every moment, every moment. And just as Mark Hammond said that we just have to let people know that people don't know what they don't know. People don't know when you ask them the question, are you looking for ways to make residual income? They don't, I realize that people don't even know what that means. So, and they say that they are good. So we just have to keep pressing forward. I know I have my goals set and my goals planned so that I can reach the point that I need to be, because like a lot of us on this call, we don't have a lot of time now. So And that's all I have to say. Back to you.
Well, we're going to make good use of the time that we do have. And thank you, sis, for sharing that. And it was a pleasure seeing you and being able to hang out as well. So let's go. Let's do it, sis. That's all I can say. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Cece Mahone, we're going to let you close us out in this segment. You are live.
Good morning, those two doctors.
Good morning, my sister.
Good morning. We love you and thank you so much for all that you do and have done.
Love you too. Amazing pre-call this morning. And I just want to say ditto, ditto, ditto to everything my sister Sherry Brown said. And when the gentleman said hoarding money is an issue and not knowing how to use it, I had never thought of that. There's too many hoarders out there. We got to show them how to use your money. So thank you for an amazing call. Back to you.
All right. Ooh.
Thank you. And we love you, appreciate you. And I tell you, it's been great hanging out with you as well in Dubai. So thanks everybody for your participation. And you know, of course, our schedule of events, it doesn't stop. And at the top of this hour, we're going to have an amazing presentation by none other than our own Mr. Michael L. Dalco. But make sure your peeps get this, put it in your calendar, and we don't want you to miss out on anything. Mr. Dalco, I'm going to be turning it over to you in just a few minutes. So unless you have any other closing statements, and I know Mr. Best is done, we'll keep it moving. Anything
Nothing
else?
from me, Dr. Rhonda. Great call.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, hey, we did have a little bit of fun and we were proud to be in the office. And of course, there's a little bit of fun out there on the water and it was amazing. And we did get a chance to take pictures there, but we got to go back to get in and get a ticket. And there she is, Miss CC. Thank you, my dear. And we had a great time there with the Warriors and it was amazing. So I know everybody got lots of pictures.
Give me please $1 million a day.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, $1 million a day. Hey, said I just wanna get paid, 'cause I'm worth it. $1 million a day. Watch me work it. $1 million a day. Hey, 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 hey.
Recording stopped.
$12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right at about now. We have a presentation. So, 5 minutes. DM me your email for an exclusive link and a passcode. The registration is free. It's $33 a month to get the education. Know what to do, how to acquire crypto assets. Standard Bank is the world's first fully licensed blockchain-based crypto asset bank. We are partners. We are partners in building a business by educating our network, educating.
Recording in progress.
On how to transition out of a centralized, disenfranchised banking system into the new decentralized, personal asset control, blockchain-based financial system.
Every day, everywhere in the world, people wake up, get dressed, and head off to make a living, following the path they've chosen. But deep down inside, there's always a desire for a better way, a simpler way, a legitimate way to make more money, have more free time, and enjoy life rather than just work until we die. We have found a 100% legitimate, inexpensive, logical system with a valuable product and real-time commissions. Generate income with just a cell phone and an internet connection from anywhere at any time. Get started now, get paid now. Do you look for ways to make more money? Ask for info and we will send you more information. Let's talk.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining our presentation. Let's start this conversation with that question. Are you a person that's looking for a way to make more money, to grow the money that you have? If that's you, you're in the right place at the right time. Type me in the chat room. If you're watching by Facebook, if we're streaming this, type me in the chat room. Looking for a better way to make more money, to grow the money that you have. That is what we're here to discuss on this presentation today. And here's the real issue. 95% of the people in the world, it may even be a little bit more than that, are trying to save money in a bank. And they're receiving 0.1% APY, if that much. And there is a much better way. It's just that the times have changed, technology's changed, and people aren't really aware of what's possible in the cryptocurrency space. And our job today is to teach you unequivocally what is possible for you when you bank on yourself. So we have a plan to share with you today. It's a simple plan, very simple. It's duplicatable. And if something is simple, it'll duplicate. And if it duplicates, it'll create wealth. So it's very lucrative and it's stable. It's a real company, a real legitimate opportunity to generate massive profits in the crypto space. It's sustainable and it's something that we don't really have to change our habits. It's something we're already doing. So we're going to show you a way to open a money system for 33 USDT. That's cryptocurrency for dollars, 33 US dollars a month in USDT. You're going to activate your monthly membership, start accumulating digital assets that can be converted into fiat currency when you need it, and refer others if you choose, and begin to instantly generate income. It all starts with opening your GS Partners account. And when you do, you're going to get a customized dashboard with multiple crypto wallets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, G999, which is our own coin, Lydian Lions, which is a non-liquid token that you can use in this platform, Pax Gold, which is a form of digital gold, or USDT Tether, and even digital real estate. You have access to all these crypto wallets, and you can even buy our coin, the G999, right now, right in your back office. You'll also have access to something called the Metaverse certificates. We're going to talk about that. That's our main focus today. You'll also have access to the NFT marketplace. As a matter of fact, each month when you pay your $33 membership, you're going to get a $28 NFT with that monthly membership subscription. And you'll also have access to the Blockchain Academy. So the key here is you have a banking system for $33 a month. You can even transfer funds from member to member, absolutely free, no fee whatsoever. So the key is to keep your bank open for $33. And once you've done that, that first phase, phase two is to acquire any amount of Metaverse certificates that you choose. Each certificate has a different price point and different benefits to you for owning and holding and placing that Metaverse certificate. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So in this example, let's just take Mercury as a prototype of acquiring a Metaverse certificate. It gives you something called legacy points, which I don't have time to talk about in this brief presentation. But let me just say a good friend of mine named Crypto Steve had the second most legacy points in our community. And it created for him a $400,000 award. And he's living in his dream home right now partly because he received that reward for having the most legacy points. You acquire 1,200 legacy points just for getting a Metaverse certificate. And your sponsors, the person that shared this with you, gets a 50% match. And it gives you, remember we talked about that 0.1% return in your bank account? This bank on yourself certificate gives you 90% APY rewards. And over the period of 30 months, which is what this particular certificate allows you to save in, it's 225% cumulative return on your money. And you have 120 days to continue loading more funds into the certificate and receiving that harvest. So folks, this is how the Metaverse certificates work. You can go from all the way from 49 USDT all the way up to, if you choose, $100,000 that you can acquire a Metaverse certificate. Now, here's what's also amazing. Each time you acquire a Metaverse certificate, you get the face value in something called citizenship NFTs. That means you get to play in this gaming platform that I'm going to show you, and you acquire citizenships that allow you to start earning passive residual income the moment you set up that citizenship. And it's called the Lydian World. This is our main product, our Metaverse. Simply place that certificate you just acquired in the gaming platform called Lydian World, and you will begin to acquire G999 and Lydian Stater assets into your wallets as soon as you set up those citizenships. And so you can choose between a mining platform or a trading platform. Either way, you open up wallets and begin receiving these assets into your wallet as soon as those citizenships are acquired. This is outstanding. And not only do you earn from the citizenships that you have, but you can also earn passive residual income from the certificates that you place in those countries where you're a citizen. Folks, this could not be simpler. Get your $33 membership, acquire any Metaverse certificate you choose, and start earning residual. People from all over the world are finding out about our Metaverse, and they're telling people about it. Here's one such individual.
We're in Dubai right now. Something small, but some big money. Check it out as you can see. I have to display it to the world because they pay. You pay and we play. Check it out. In total, we have 10 Cullinan trucks, but we're promoting, I think 4. We're showing out a little bit. Something small, but the pay is big. Everything I do is big. Actually, this is where I'm staying at. The tallest building in the world, but I'm gonna say the biggest building in the world. We're doing small things for a big price. Check it out. Check it out, check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out, check it out. And yes, I'm gonna push this company on you. They pay. And when they pay, I play. Money made, you know the rest.
World champion, undefeated Floyd Mayweather, carrying the Rap Coleman trucks with Lydian World and BDSWISS, which is one of our providers of our trading platform. Folks, this is incredible. So you can build wealth just by acquiring those mining certificates, and you can build a referral network if you choose. You'll have an entire community to support you in building your team. We have Zoom meetings like we're having right now, a Facebook channel, a Telegram channel, YouTube channels, everything you need to slowly improve your knowledge of the crypto space. And if you choose to build a network, you just increase the potential to generate tons more income for yourself and your family just by sharing everything that you know here and sharing the system with your friends and family and build that distribution outlet. Ask about our referral rewards program. You can earn substantial monthly residual income from the membership referrals. Now, let me give you a quick disclaimer. I want you to take a picture of this, read through it quickly, but what it says in short is we're not financial advisors. We're not offering financial advice for guarantees of income, but I do need to show you how this money works. So just with the monthly memberships of $33, just that part, again, and not a guarantee of income, merely an example of how the reward systems works. You could share this with as many people as you'd like, but at least 3 will maximize the compensation structure. And you earn 15% on level 1, 5% on level 2, 4% on levels 3 through 8, and 6% on level 9. Just with the people in your network maintaining their bank at $33, that would generate over $50,000 a month residually, just because you're helping people start a crypto banking system with GS partners. And then when they choose one or more of the Metaverse certificates, we're going to take, for example, just the $399 one, just the $399 Metaverse certificate. You earn 15% on the 3 people or more that you sponsored on level 1, 5% on level 2, 4% on levels 3 through 8, and 6%. You get that crypto, what do you do with it? Well, we even have a lifestyle card that allows you to convert your crypto to cash when you need it. Take a look at this quick video.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional currency accounts, including USD, GPB, EUR, CNY, and JPY. Currency exchange rates better than high street banks. Manage all your crypto and traditional currencies with one simple platform. Add funds to your account via bank transfer, credit and debit card, or crypto proceeds. Spend or withdraw your funds anywhere credit and debit cards are accepted. Exclusive plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, gold-plated, and solid gold cards available. 24/7 global support in multi-languages. 24/7 professional concierge services. Up to 40% discounts on hotel and travel. Instant rewards from high street retailers. Fast delivery to over 100 countries. Order your GS Lifestyle Card today.
So folks, let's recap. $33 membership each month gives you an NFT for $28, first of all, and you're earning direct commissions instantly from anyone you refer. You earn on membership subscriptions. You earn on GS Lifestyle Card swipes. I mean, how many of you swipe a debit card? Well, everyone within your network, when they swipe that card, you earn a small commission. You earn on Metaverse certificate acquisitions. You earn passive residual income from Lydian World income resources. How many of you that are part of GSP are already seeing G999 and our Lydian Stater, our 2 coins, already dropping into your wallets inside of Lydian World? So folks, there's no limit to the earning potential. Get the link of the person that invited you to this presentation, and let's get you started. We're going to have a question and answer session late tonight, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do a Q&A session after our 9 o'clock presentation. It'll be held at letsworklive.com. So invite all of your guests. We'll do the presenting for you, and we'll see you tonight right here on this same channel and right after at 10 o'clock on letsworklive.com to get your questions answered and get you started. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you on the white sandy beaches of the world.